Vet Squad, and welcome back to my channel. This is Cecily, as always. Today is going to be yet another highly anticipated meme review of ostomy memes. So today I'm just going to be going through some of the funniest memes that I found this week for ostomy specific humor and ranking them on a scale of 1 to 10 Cavalons. And if you guys don't know what Cavalon is, it's basically just a skin prep agent that most ostomates use around their peristomal area, which is the skin directly surrounding the stoma. We are joined today by Minecraft PewDiePie, who is always our spirit guide as we traverse the world of memes. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first meme is really cute, and I like the fact that it has an owl and sort of like a cartoon format. So this actually happened to me this morning where I blew out overnight, which if you guys don't know what that means, it's basically when your stoma just decides to output all over the place. It kind of blows off the pouch in the process, which is exactly what happened to me this morning. So I went and I took a shower and the stoma was very quiet, very well behaved, and then suddenly, just as I was putting the bag on, just as I was like sliding the bag up onto the stoma, out comes the stool. It really ticked me off because it's one of those things where you're like just about to nail something, just about to get something perfect, and then something disastrous happens. So yes, I really like this one. I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10 Cavalons. I like the format, I like the joke, I love the owl, and overall I thought it was a pretty good meme. Okay, the next one is something I think we can all relate to. It's another some e-cards format, which I actually like a lot, and basically it's just highlighting the fact that every ostomate needs a best friend who's willing to sit there and listen to them talk about their stool to a socially inappropriate level. Especially in my experience, those kinds of friends can be invaluable because they let you kind of vent your frustrations and feel some catharsis in talking about it. My mom and my boyfriend are kind of that for me. It's hard to find people who are willing to like sit down and talk about poo. I wonder why. Well, as I say it actually makes sense. It's hard to find people who are willing to like sit down and listen to that. So I like this meme. I'm gonna give this one a 5 out of 10 Cavalons. Okay, the next one I took from a screenshot on the r/ostomy forum, which if you guys have never heard of that, it's just a subreddit for ostomy specific stuff. I made a video on it, so if you guys want to go check that out, it'll be up in the cards. This meme is funny because it's kind of clowning on the oversimplification that I think a lot of people have when it comes to the GI and how food becomes poop. For a lot of us, the machinery is not quite this simple, and machinery might be missing for some of us, including myself. I think it's funny. I think it definitely is a creative meme. I like the format of it being like a Reddit post. I would give this meme a 7 out of 10 Cavalons. It's very funny, and I think it's a pretty creative joke, honestly. Okay, this was another screenshot that I took from a Facebook page called Ostomy Humor, and it says, I like my ostomy more than I like most people, #truth. #bless up. It's kind of like having a pet. It's kind of like how people say, I love my pets more than I love most people. It's like this thing that's always there for you, the thing that's always with you. Your ostomy is always with you, and hopefully it's always there for you. Hopefully it's always trying its best. So I actually like this one a lot, and I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 10 Cavalons. Mostly because it's not technically a meme, it's just a screenshot I took, but I thought it was funny. Okay, the next one says, good morning to everyone except the guy who invented the automatic flush toilet. Oh my God, okay, so I have had so many bad interactions with automatic flush toilets. It is a stupefying invention, and I don't really get why anyone enjoys using them. But as an ostomate, when you're sitting on a toilet trying to empty, it can get read by the sensor, I guess, as either not doing anything or pooping over and over and over and over and over again, and then it flushes constantly. So it either doesn't flush or it flushes way too much. That's been my experience. It just confounds me every single time I go into a bathroom with these types of toilets because I'm like, why? I like this one. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10 Cavalons. The very last one is my favorite, and it automatically gets points for being a Heath Ledger Joker reference, which I like because that was my favorite Joker and possibly favorite villain of all time. I think it really captures the annoyance that a lot of us ostomates feel, the disappointment, the hurt that we feel when a doctor is kind of willing to just pass off your pain and your experiences that were negative as like, well, you're fine because your test results are fine. That doesn't always equate to being healthy and okay. Before my septicemia incident, my blood levels were totally normal. My electrolytes were fine, but I felt awful. And it's because I had a ton of bacteria in my blood. So I'm just telling you guys out there, if you're like me and this gets to you when doctors are really pejorative and they don't seem to care about your pain even when you tell them explicitly, I'm not feeling well, but they're like, well, your results are fine, so you're good. I understand your frustrations, and I share them. And while this meme is funny, it's also kind of sobering because I think a lot of us do deal with this problem. So I'm gonna give this one actually an 8 out of 10 Cavalons. I think it's such a good meme. The format is amazing, and I just find it very relatable personally. That's my take on that. If you guys want to vent about that stuff, leave it in the comments. I love these discussions. Well, that is it for me today, Gut Squad. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. I hope that you'll join me in my next one. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you later. Bye, Gut Squad.